Whether we're talking about Google or YouTube, the algorithm calls all the shots. Hi, my name is Matthew Egan. Online, I go by Trainer Toll. I have been in the SEO industry for 11 plus years, and I really wanted to put some videos together that helped streamers understand and navigate the SEO space. So today, I got a question from my good friend Mystic Mike, and he really blew me away with what he asked. So let's dive into it. If this is your first time joining us, do hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell so you never miss my SEO tips. Mystic Mike, he's a great friend of mine. I met him down here at PAX South. He came out to the Streamloots lunch. Super awesome guy. His family is amazing. He's a Mixer partner. I reached out to him. I was like, hey, are there burning questions about search engine optimization, like within your own content? Is there anything you'd like to know? This is what he had to say.
Hey, what's up everyone? Mystic Mike here. Question for Trainer Toll on SEO. My question for you, Trainer, is what is the difference between on-site and off-site SEO? And in your opinion, which is better?
That is a great question. I did not expect to be talking about on-site and off-site SEO in regards to YouTube and streaming, but the more I think about it, the more it actually makes a lot of sense. So what is on-site SEO? What is off-site SEO, right? We're going to get a little bit into the nitty-gritty here, so do post in the comments if I'm getting too technical. On-site SEO is going to be things like the title tag of the video or the title tag of the website having keywords in it, right? So when I uploaded a video for Final Fantasy VII Remake, I made it how to complete the stagger effect part 1. And that stagger effect part 1, that's my primary keyword. How to is kind of what I assume somebody would search into Google. And then in Final Fantasy VII Remake is a supporting keyword, so it's very clear what that's about. Those are the on-site things, right? The description of the video. Does the description have similar keywords that support the title keywords, right? So you only have 60, 70 characters in the title that you can fill for that video, so you can't have 10 keywords in that space. So sometimes you have to repeat the keywords in the description, right? So I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII Remake. I put in 7 in the title, and I put in VII in the description, right? Because I, as a player of the old school game, I always typed in Final Fantasy VII whenever I would search for it. Some people are going to type in the numbers, some people are going to type in the Roman numerals, but I want to make sure that I say both in on the actual listing of that video, right? So these are these on-site factors. What keywords am I putting? Are they set up in a way that Google can read them? One of the old nitpick things that when I first started my company 11 years ago, it was like there was a website that they sold basketball hoops, and this gorgeous website was built for them. They spent like thousands and thousands of dollars, and in the contract was on-site SEO. I'm not exaggerating at all. It was like they paid $900 for on-site SEO in the contract. Guess how many computer readable that Google could scan instances of basketball hoop? Their number one keyword, right? 0. This company had made this gorgeous website, gorgeous graphics, but when Google came to visit, at no point did it ever say basketball hoop. And so we were just pulling our hair out, like, what? They charged $900. What did you get, right? That was the kind of the conflict that caused me to start my agency, was just like pulling my hair out, seeing stuff like this done, right? So if you don't put the words that you're trying to rank for in the video, in the description, in the title, Google's not going to know what your video is about, right? So these are these on-site factors, right? And then there's off-site factors. Off-site factors are things like links, things like social shares, somebody mentioning you in their blog, somebody sharing your video on Facebook. When someone is pointing at you, all right, they are giving Google, they're vouching for you in Google's eyes. Off-site SEO is when somebody points at you. So when I uploaded our first video yesterday for this new YouTube channel, I put it up on Twitter, I put it up on Facebook, I shared it to messenger groups. And while Google can't see what's happening in messenger groups, when you're tweeting it, when you're sharing it, when you're linking to it on other platforms, those references count as your authority as a Twitter user sharing that link. So one of the things that vidIQ recommends in their SEO checklist is make sure that you are tweeting at those links. Try to get friends to retweet the link. Every time somebody points to it, every time somebody references it, it's one more point in the grand scheme of things. So if this video got tweeted 100 times, and if this video got tweeted twice, the one with 100 tweets is probably going to rank better both on YouTube and on Google because it has the higher social signals, these off-site factors. So going back to Mystic Mike's question, which of these is more important? There is no answer there. They are both important because they're both part of this ecosystem. When we build websites, one of the things that we used to talk about, and I never really did much with this, but it's kind of my internal process, is find, act, share. If somebody can't find your website, they're not going to act on it. They're not going to share it. If nobody shares your website, no one's going to find it. No one's going to act on it. If people don't act on the website once they get there, then they're not going to buy anything. So they're not going to share it, and the new people won't find it, right? So it's all part of this ecosystem, right? So the on-site factors of your website, whether or not your keywords are right, whether or not you're targeting good things, whether or not the description is really well written and the thumbnail is catching, all that kind of stuff that happens over here. But then at the same time, if no one's talking about your content, you're not getting any signals, right? Another on-site factor that's very, very important is like engagement, right? Are people liking your video? Are people leaving a comment? Are they asking a question? Are you replying to those comments? Like, is there buzz around that video? All of those types of things. What would normally be an off-site social signal, because it's happening on YouTube, that would count within that on-site realm. But then again, if no one's sharing it, then those signals to Google, to YouTube, to, hey, go check this out, aren't happening. So you want to be in a situation, I would say it is most important to have your on-site right. But then if no one is sharing from it's like a 49 and 51%, where the on-site is 51% and the off-site is 49%, because you kind of, even if you get a bunch of shares, if there's no keywords over here on-site, you're not going to rank anyway, right? So you definitely want to have an audience, and you want to build a community. Get your friends on Discord. When you post a new video, if you have a Discord for your Twitch community, share that to Discord. Make sure you tell people, hey, please go watch the video. Go hit a like on there. Leave a comment. Ask a question. Hey, do you have any feedback? All of these are great ways to kind of drive people to comment on the video, but then also for them to share it with their friends. So sometimes you can, by reaching out to people, you wind up kind of getting value on both ends, right? So on site, make sure your keywords are right. Make sure it's clear. When we're talking about the description, that those words that are supporting, I call it a radius of relevancy, right? So if I'm talking about Final Fantasy VII, I'm also going to talk about Cloud. I'm going to talk about Tifa. I'm going to talk about their unique abilities. I'm going to talk about Midgar. I'm going to name specific quests. I'm going to name specific summon materia. I'm going to talk about materia in general, right? All of these words that support my primary topic, so that when Google goes to that, they go, oh, these are Final Fantasy VII words. This is involved that with the remake, right? And spell them different ways. FF7, Final Fantasy VII Remake, Final Fantasy VII Remake, right? All the different ways to say those things. Those are all those on-site factors, because you could have 1 million people tweeting this, but if Google doesn't know what category to put it in, somebody doing a search, they're not going to know what it's about, because Google doesn't have that category. So kind of getting the on-site right is the first step. Getting the off-site right is really what will cause your content to go viral. If you found this video helpful, do hit that like and subscribe button, ring that bell so you never miss my SEO tips. I do stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern time with my lovely Laurel. And you can find us twitch.tv/TrainerToll. I'll see you next time.